Hey everybody, let's turn ground beef and potatoes into something crispy, cheesy, and absolutely delicious. This beef potato roll. First, we're making the potato crust. Mix grated potatoes with eggs, mozzarella, salt, pepper, and parsley. This bakes up soft on the inside, crispy on the outside, and holds all that delicious filling. Spread it onto a baking tray over a layer of mozzarella and bake until golden and set. Trust me, this step makes the roll. Let me know where you're watching from in the comments. I love seeing where my recipes are reaching. Meanwhile, let's build the beef filling. Sauté onions and garlic until soft and fragrant. This is where the flavor starts. Add ground beef and cook it until browned, breaking it up as you go. Now we amp up the flavor. Tomato paste, diced tomatoes, salt, pepper, paprika, and a little red pepper for heat. Pour in tomato sauce and water, then let it simmer into a rich, hearty filling. Once the potato base is ready, let it cool for a few minutes. This makes rolling so much easier. Spread that delicious beef mixture over the potato crust, then sprinkle on more cheese, because more cheese is always a good idea. Now, the fun part, rolling it up. Go slow, keep it tight, and make sure all that goodness stays inside. Back into the oven for a final bake to get everything melted and perfect. And just like that, we've turned simple ingredients into something amazing. Crispy, cheesy, and packed with flavor, this beef potato roll is a total game changer. Serve it up with some yogurt and enjoy. And next up, we're taking ground beef in a whole new direction with this pesto beef pasta, a rich, creamy, herby dish that's bursting with bold flavors and comes together in no time at all. First, we're making a quick homemade pesto. Fresh basil, pine nuts, Parmesan, and garlic go into a food processor, while we drizzle in olive oil. Keep it a little chunky for the best texture. Meanwhile, cook your pasta in salted water until al dente. And don't forget to save some pasta water. It's liquid gold for achieving that perfect sauce consistency. In a hot skillet, sauté onions until soft, then add garlic, and let it cook just long enough to fill your kitchen with an irresistible aroma. Now in goes the ground beef. Cook it until browned and crumbly, allowing those flavors to truly develop. Stir in tomato paste and a pinch of red pepper flakes for a little heat. Let it cook for a couple of minutes to bring out those deep, rich flavors. Now for the creamy goodness. Heavy cream goes in and simmers into a rich, velvety sauce. Finally, swirl in that homemade pesto. This is where the magic happens. Bold, herby, and packed with flavor. Coat every piece of pasta in that creamy, meaty pesto sauce, and if it's too thick, a splash of that reserved pasta water will bring it all together. This one is simple, bold, and ridiculously good. Pasta night just got a serious upgrade. Where are you watching from? Drop your city or country in the comments. I love seeing where my recipes are reaching. Now let's keep this beef feast going with something bold and saucy. Beef enchiladas, packed with seasoned ground beef, beans, and melty cheese, then smothered in rich enchilada sauce. Trust me, these are next level good. Start by sautéing onions until soft. Then add garlic, because no great dish starts without it. In goes the ground beef, and now we're building flavor. Break it up with your spoon and let it brown evenly. You want those edges to get a little crispy. That's where all the flavor is. Season generously with salt, pepper, and taco seasoning. Next, stir in black beans, creamy refried beans, and a little enchilada sauce to bring it all together. This filling is hearty and packed with flavor. Now, grab a tortilla, load it up with the beef mixture, roll it up tight, and place it seam side down in a saucy baking dish. Repeat until it's packed with deliciousness. Now for the best part, smother those enchiladas with the rest of the sauce. Don't hold back, we want every bite saucy and delicious. Top it off with a generous layer of Monterey Jack cheese, then bake until bubbly, golden, and absolutely irresistible. And just like that, we've got cheesy, saucy, beefy perfection. The tortillas soak up all that rich enchilada sauce, the cheese is gooey and melty, and every bite is packed with bold, comforting flavors. And now, we're keeping things simple, hearty, and seriously satisfying with this slow cooker steak and potatoes. Juicy, fall-apart beef, buttery potatoes, and bold flavor, all cooked together in one pot. Start by adding your potatoes to the bottom of the slow cook. Russet, Yukon Gold, or red potatoes all work great here. Next, in goes the beef. We're using stew meat, which becomes melt-in-your-mouth tender. Sprinkle an entire packet of onion soup mix over the beef and potatoes. Now, let's take it up a notch. Minced garlic for that rich, savory kick, and butter for an extra layer of indulgence. Because buttery steak and potatoes? Yes, please. Pour in some beef broth to keep everything moist and create that rich, flavorful sauce. Now cover and let your slow cooker do the work. 6 to 8 hours on low, and you'll have fork-tender beef and perfectly cooked potatoes. Once it's done, give everything a gentle stir to coat those potatoes in all that buttery, beefy goodness. The smell alone is unbelievable. And there you have it, tender steak, perfectly cooked potatoes, and the easiest, most comforting meal ever. Garnish with fresh parsley, serve it up, and enjoy every bite. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.